An influential state legislator is tied to Loretto Hospital's COVID vaccine fallout. Boeing receives a big order from Southwest Airlines, and Allstate makes its exit from the life insurance business. Here to go behind the headlines is Crain Chicago business editor Ann Dwyer. Hey, Ann, so we'll start with the story that just won't go away. According to Crain's, Loretto Hospital staff members were instructed to vaccinate more than 80 people on a state representative's list. Who is the lawmaker?
Her name is Camille Lilly, Paris, and in addition to serving in the State House of Representatives, she also serves as the Chief External Affairs Officer for Loretto Hospital. And Crain's has obtained a list of 85 names that sources say were sent to the hospital by Representative Lilly, and that most of the people on that list got vaccinated at Loretto despite not having made appointments online or by phone. Now, this news raises fresh questions about the fairness of vaccine distribution in Chicago, and it also does add another twist to an ongoing drama that has surrounded Loretto for a couple of weeks now, including revelations that associates of hospital insiders at places like Trump Tower and a luxury jewelry store may have gotten vaccines via Loretto, which of course is a community-based hospital whose primary mission is to serve the west side of Chicago.
And it kind of raises the question about lawmakers who both work at the hospital and then two who served on the board, one who resigned, State Representative LaShawn Ford. Let's move on to Southwest Airlines ordering 100 737 MAX planes from Chicago-based Boeing. First of all, Ann, Boeing has been struggling, especially with this plane. So what does this deal mean for Boeing? And is it safe to fly on the 737 MAX again?
Well, regulators say it's safe, and I guess it depends on how much faith you have in what the regulators have to say about it. But Southwest is Boeing's biggest customer, and this buy of 100 jets certainly is a sign of their faith that the 737 MAX is safe to fly. And this is a real lift for Boeing, which has been trying very hard to get the aviation industry to embrace this model, despite the earlier problems with an earlier version that was involved in 2 fatal crashes. The deal does strengthen Boeing's first quarter sales, of course, and it also seems to put an end to a very public flirtation that Southwest was doing with Airbus, which of course is Boeing's arch rival. Sources tell Bloomberg News, by the way, that Southwest didn't do this out of the goodness of their hearts. They got a pretty good bargain price on these planes.
Well, we'll see if folks feel good about flying those 737 MAXs, if they know indeed what plane they're flying. All right, let's move on to the third story here. One of the biggest companies in the Chicago area, Northbrook-based insurance giant Allstate, says it's exiting the life insurance business. Why is that?
Well, they have announced a deal to sell mainly because they want to simplify their investment portfolio. They want to focus on their more lucrative auto and life insurance lines. And so the deal that was announced today for just a slim portion of the life insurance business does indeed sort of put a cap on Allstate's long-standing involvement in the life insurance business. You'll remember that back in January, Blackstone Group stepped up and offered $2.8 billion for a large chunk of that life insurance business. Today came the news that a Connecticut-based insurance giant named Wilton Re had offered to buy the remainder of that business. So that does indeed put an end to the life insurance business for Allstate. It also frees up nearly $2 billion in capital that Allstate can now spend on either shareholder buybacks or acquisitions. So this isn't an altogether bad turn of events for Allstate at all.
All right, Ann, great stuff as always. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Paris.